3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Kill. Hey, tight. Go.
Now Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
San Francisco.
Here we go.
Play action now. Brissett. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Devin Funchess, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Saints nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Tighten up. Watch out. 49, go.
On second down, Johnson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Round 80. 56, right there. 56. Hey, tighten down. He's coming. Sound. Double up. Hey. High 7. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Crunch time, defense.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Mike 56. Mike. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Joker, Joker. Joker, Joker.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, orbit.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Saints nothing.
Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up
319.
at the 42-yard line.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, box drop.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Mike 52, Mike 52. You ain't. You get tired of seeing me. 52. Watch Mike, watch Mike. I got him. Mike 52, Mike 52. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. No. Check that. Zoom. Right here.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Check 52. Come on. Watch the run.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Breaks a tackle. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Brissett. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot him? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. From the 41, Allen toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check 52. Check 13. Check 52. Check. Crunch. 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 Hey, home. Motion. 56.
And again, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Thomas, the intended target.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On 1st and 10, Brissett going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A run with Chubb on 1st down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett. He's got Smith here. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That's going to be caught. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike. What we got?
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the INT, it's Allen eluding the pressure right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Delano Hill. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Mike Ford in on the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. It's caught. Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now left side on the swing pass. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Play fake. Brissett. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Brissett now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They give to Chubb out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brissett. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Brissett on first down. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
56 is the mic. Hey, defense, let's go.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Kill.
From midfield, here's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Middle. Hey, Haywood. Alert.
Watch his slant.
Operating from the gun. Allen steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I'm coming after you. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. That's fine. 52's the mic. Mike 52's the mic.
Here's Brissett. Complete. Smith has it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Out of the gun, Brissett. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Trent Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Able to slither by. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Right there.
319.
Right there. 54 Mike. You're not ready. You're not.
Middle. Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, he's going to rifle one. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Allen throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now Allen again. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Bring it.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Chip.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Alert! Mike 56, Mike. Don't get nervous.
Allen going to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Come on.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Echo.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Delano Hill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
He's coming, double up. Short.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Funches has it complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, D.
From the shotgun, it's Bissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for San Francisco, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew